Dragon's Magic, Alveria Dragon Academy Part 3, Reign of Chaos, Book 3, written by Ava Richardson, narrated by Amy Soakes. Chapter 1. The girl in the mirror could have been a stranger, one of the portraits hanging on the palace walls. Mari stared at her reflection, decked out for tonight's ball. She scowled, and then stuck her tongue out. There. Better. At least she could make that girl in the mirror look a little more like herself. She'd always had an eye for fashion, and the dress was undeniably beautiful. It outstripped the wildest fantasies she'd ever conjured, doodling designs on her school slate, or sprucing up plain clothes with bright patterned stitches. A chance to wear a gown like this, one that required 2 handmaidens to help her into it and secure all the buttons and laces, had been her younger self's silly dream, a whim she'd never expected to actually come true. She should have been thrilled, but the reality felt more like a cage or a drapery of lead weight, restrictive, utterly impractical. The ball was, ostensibly, being thrown in their honor. King Kai and his tamer, Akademy initiates, officially bonded at last, though the odds had seemed so firmly stacked against them both. She couldn't exactly show up in her everyday uniform, but the celebration would also make a perfect target. Chaos's most powerful and important enemies gathered in one place. People need to see us celebrating, Kai had argued. They need to see us hopeful, not afraid, and we need the chance to win back some allies. Putting on a brave face, one more obligation of royalty, along with dressing the part, at least occasionally. A touch of makeup accentuated her hazel eyes, muted her freckles, and lent her lips a faint shimmer. A few curls of red hair tumbled free from an elaborate knot of shining braids framing her pale face. A full skirt of shimmering forest green swept down from a snug, boned bodice, smooth at the front, and then caught up in drapes and folds that gathered into an extravagant bustle in the back. Delicate, leafy lace twined around a wide, low neckline, spilling down her arms while leaving her shoulders bare. Mari's hand itched for a sword hilt to rest on, but her fingers found only silky, rustling fabric spread over layers and layers of stiff, scratchy petticoats. If they were attacked tonight, she'd be at a terrible disadvantage. Sure, she could fabricate...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?